want to show you how I take this lamp post and I'm going to disguise the wires. I guess that's what you can say. I have a lamp post here that I have made. I have the light and I want to hide all the wiring so it can be tucked in the back and you don't see it. So I want to show you guys what I did to put this together so you don't see the wire, everything coming through or trying to be tucked behind. So I'm going to show you my step-by-step of what I did. Let me just put this off to the side. Okay, so I have a lamp post here. I ended up making this with a 2x4. I did a 30-degree cut here. I have drilled a hole on the back of the post, straight through. This is what I'm going to use. I'm going to run my wire through this. What I did was I have drilled a hole to the side. I have it coming out so I can actually see the wire, and then I drilled completely through to the other side. And then this is going to allow me to run my wire. These are the lights that I'm using. They have wiring at the end. So I'm going to take the light that I have got in. Remove this plastic. Here's my wire. So this is what I'm going to do to disguise my wire from the front. So I'm going to run this through the hole that I have put on the side. I'm going to run it up to the top here. Now, being that I've done this, I will need okay, so now that I've done this, I will need needle nose pliers. And I have drilled a hole, but it didn't come out completely where I wanted it to. So I'm going to take the needle nose pliers through and just get the end of my line. Everything didn't line up exactly perfect, but that's okay. So I have my wire here. I am pulling my line through. I can see all of the wiring coming through here. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take my drill and correct the hole. I'm going to take my drill and correct the hole of the spot that I had. It didn't completely go through. So I'm going to take this, bring this up, and just kind of drill this way. And I'm just drilling from the side with the bit that I have. It actually allows me to drill through here. So now I have a bigger hole that I can actually see the wire when I pull it through. So back at this again. Going to take and put my wires through the side of my bracket that I made. It's easier when the wires are kind of tied together, so I'm going to tie them together, bring them through, take my needle nose pliers. I'm going to come around so you can kind of see this. My needle nose pliers, the wires are right here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this through. So now I can see it. And it's kind of I'm going to come up, pull it through, around, and it's going to come out on the other side of my piece. So once this goes through, pull a little harder. This one, when I did it, it came off to the side a little bit, but that is okay. It'll still work. Still going to disguise the wire. It does not do any damage to the wire. I am taking my wood and I'm going to line up real quick where I'm going to put an eye hook to hang my lantern. So I just want to kind of line it up real quick and just make sure it's in the right spot. It just makes things a lot easier if everything's set. Take my eye hook, bring it around. Just taking something, doesn't matter what it is. It could be a screwdriver or anything. I'm just gonna take it, twist it, just to tighten that eye hook in there. The lights that I got came on a chain, so I took the chain away actually, and now I'm going to hook the chain on. It has a cool thing that it comes down. I'm gonna put this to the side. I did that because I wanna know how much wire I have so I don't have to worry about stressing out the line. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this wire. So if you see it's connected from the light to the hole, through it, around, and I'm going to take it through the back of the wood that I drilled. And now, this is giving me, let me just kind of turn it so you can see it. It's hidden in the back. It's coming out the back. So when I put this on my wood line out in my garden and it's along the woods, you'll never see it. I have lined up the wire perfectly. I can feel it, see how it sits. I'm gonna take my nail gun, nail that puppy in there. Line up this side. And off I go. So now I have everything the wire ran through, tucked in, coming out the back. From this point, I am going to be taking wire things. I'll show you what they look like. Okay, I'm taking cable nails. These, they're called cable clips. I have gotten these off of Amazon. So basically, they look like a little clip. I'm gonna take my lamp post. You don't have to do this if you don't mind the wire showing. I am just going to take it, tap it on the back. Of course, I forgot my hammer. Okay, clips, hammer, needle nose pliers, because these things are so tiny, they're so hard to hold on to. So, I am going to take this, put this on the back, and sneaky guy trying to get away. Now I can tuck them more onto the side, but I'm just gonna kind of go right down the back because when I put these outside, you're not gonna see them. This is where you can use the needle nose pliers to kind of hold it so you don't whack your nail, but the way that I'm going and the way the angle of this is, my easiest bet is to try to do it without my finger. I'm getting pretty good at it. Okay, so I am gonna keep going down the back of this. I'll do a couple of these. wire. I just want to leave room because I'm going to be hooking this up to my landscape wire. So I just want to have a little space to move it around depending, and then I can always add more. So this is pretty much hiding your wire. It's going to get tucked through this wood, come around, come out, and come out the back. So when it is sitting up, it looks pretty cool, just like this, with no wires and stuff. It looks nice and clean. This in the back here, this is where I puttied up my screw hole, so I'm going to go back through and touch it up with some stain. And other than that, it is ready to be put in the ground. So I'm going to take these and put them in the ground. I am going to be using post supports. I got these from Home Depot, and we are going to put them 36 inches because that's our frost line. Put these in, attach the 2x4s to it, and what my plan is to take these 2x4s once it sits in the post, and we're gonna pack it in with some pressure treated plywood on the sides. You'll never see it, so the posts will sit up at the top like this. I'll stain them, touch them up. They don't make 2x4 posts. These are meant for 4x4s for decking and stuff like that, or mailboxes. So I wanted to use 2x4s so they had a thinner look. So I will be using 4x4 posts, but you'll never know. I have black mulch and everything, so it'll kind of get lost right in there. So this is how you put wire, hide some wire in your do-it-yourself lamppost.